Why do 92% of New Year's budgets fail before Valentine's Day? Because we treat budgeting like a diet instead of a system, relying on willpower when we should be engineering behavior. The catalyst isn't complexity, it's the mismatch between your brain and your method. You're trying to force feed yourself a zero-based spreadsheet when you're naturally a set-it-and-forget-it person, or you're using vague percentage goals when you crave the tactile control of envelopes stuffed with cash. Here's the thing everyone misses. Budgeting isn't about restriction, it's about assignment. Zero-based budgeting says every single dollar gets a job before the month starts. Rent, groceries, debt payoff, even that coffee fund. So there's no ambiguity, no slush pile where money disappears into the void. The 50-30-20 method flips that rigidity into guardrails. 50% for needs, 30 for wants, 20 for savings and debt. It's permission-based budgeting. You can blow your want money on concert tickets guilt-free because you already covered the essentials and your future self. Then there's the envelope system, the grandma method that refuses to die because psychology trumps math. You physically or digitally divide your paycheck into categories. And when the restaurant envelope is empty, you're eating ramen until next month. A year ago, everyone was high on budget apps with AI predictions and gamified saving streaks. Now, those same apps sit abandoned on page 3 of your phone. Notifications muted because novelty wore off and the system demanded too much daily input. The psychological toll of budget failure is brutal. You start believing you're bad with money when really you just picked the wrong tool. It's like blaming yourself for not building a house when someone handed you a screwdriver instead of a hammer. History shows us this pattern repeats. The envelope system dominated the 1930s through 70s. Then credit cards made it obsolete. Then Dave Ramsey resurrected it in the 2000s. And now fintech startups are digitizing it again. We keep rediscovering that constraints work, that seeing a finite pile of money triggers different decisions than swiping plastic connected to an abstract account balance. But here's where people get it wrong. They think picking a method is the end game. The method is just the framework. Automation is the engine that actually makes it run without you white-knuckling through every transaction. Setup, automatic transfers the day after payday, savings account gets its cut, investment account gets its piece, bills get paid, and what's left is yours to allocate. You're not relying on discipline. You're architecting a system where the right thing happens before you can make the wrong choice. The community wisdom here is unanimous. Start with one method for 30 days, actually track every dollar, then honestly assess if you're fighting it or flowing with it. If zero-based feels like homework, try 50-30-20. If percentages feel abstract, try envelopes. If you need flexibility, hybrid systems exist. Common misconception. Budgets mean deprivation. Reality, budgets mean intentionality. You can spend $100 on takeout if that's what you budgeted for. But you can't pretend that money doesn't count because you paid with a credit card and the bill isn't due yet. The actionable lesson from decades of budget research is embarrassingly simple. Pick the simplest system you'll actually use. Automate the savings and bills, and review once a month, not daily, not never, monthly. Adjust your categories when life changes, set limits that stretch you without breaking you, and use a basic app or spreadsheet that takes 5 minutes to update. The philosophy underneath all of this is that perfect budgets don't exist, but functional systems do. Your budget should be boring, sustainable, and tied to actual behavior patterns, not aspirational Pinterest infographics of color-coded spreadsheets you'll abandon by March. The cycle repeats because we keep searching for the magic method, when the magic is in the commitment to any method, the honesty to track what actually happens, and the flexibility to adjust without judgment. Discipline isn't about never messing up. It's about having a system that catches you when you do. Whether you're building wealth through real estate, planning your first renovation, or navigating mortgage options, we can help you get started. Check out our links in the description below.